Hi, I'm Dr. Tom Lewis, founder of RealHealth Innovations. We're a health creation company, and today I'm going to cover as a workshop topic, gut health and stomach acid. And believe me, this is an American tragedy. Guts are out of whack, and everything from the gut downstream is affected by poor gut health. So if you're not feeling well, it could be related back to your gut. And the gut is a whole constellation of things, really starting with your mouth and your teeth and your gums and going through your stomach and your intestines and all the absorption and separation of nutrients and waste and all that stuff is your gut. It's a fantastic yet complex system that has to be considered in that context. But the number one thing that causes poor gut health is the foods we eat. And the first thing that happens is something as simple as reflux or heartburn. So a lot of the carbohydrate and greasy and processed foods, all the foods we love to love, can contribute to this. And I'm not saying we need to eliminate all these foods, but you need to know what the triggers are that it's affecting your gut health. So if you're taking antacids or something as a remedy, you really need to work backwards because the remedies aren't helping you. They're just masking symptoms. So let's look at the antacids. So antacids, big problem. We need gut bacteria. It's the bacteria in our stomach, in our gut, and the acid in our stomach that's really affecting the digestion. Good bacteria needs strong stomach acid, yet we're throwing antacids at it, and it's actually changing the ability of our gut to digest foods. Our acid kills bugs in our food. If you're getting raspberries, they're probably coming, or blackberries coming from Guatemala, they're loaded with little parasitic bugs. But it's not a big deal for our system because the acid in our stomach kills them instantly. We need good acid. Now we all want strong bones, particularly the women are all measuring bone density and things of that nature. Well, if we're not absorbing the minerals, then we're not able to create strong bones. And if you don't have good acid, you're not absorbing minerals. Look upon minerals as being little rocks, little stones. We need to have good acid to make these minerals bioavailable. The next thing is acid converts proteins to amino acids. If I took chicken protein and injected it under your skin, you'd have a raging allergic reaction, no doubt. But when you eat the chicken protein, your stomach dissolves it and converts the proteins back to the basic building blocks that are used to repair our bodies. And our body completely understands amino acids. There's no allergic reaction. And then acid triggers bile to dissolve fat. So if you ever have bloating, you may not be stimulating bile production. And bile is basically dishwashing detergent that dissolves the fat. So it's very important. So something as simple as antacids can affect anything from mineral absorption to feeling bloated because we're not dissolving or not absorbing the fats. So the other big problem is the proton pump inhibitors. Now, these drugs here, Zantac, Prilosec, were approved for 2 to 4 weeks, but now they're over the counter. Many people are on these medications for months, if not years, and they become very addictive. Just like the Tums, they're affecting the same thing. They're actually reducing acid. And yes, that may prevent short-term a little reflux. But if we can go back and eliminate those foods, then that's not an issue. But now that you've reduced your stomach's ability to make acid with these things, to get off them is a tricky game, and we'll work you through that. But we're going to slowly reduce the dose. Pepto-Bismol is something you can take in place of the proton pump inhibitors or alongside it to try to get you off these addictive substances. Fermented foods actually reestablish good gut bacteria and help your body start producing more acid again. Apple cider vinegar is something that helps with reflux episodes. And your coach will work through this, but let me just tell you, once you're on a medication like this, it can be addictive or create a dependency. It's difficult to get off and sometimes painful. But for all the reasons I stated about absorption, autoimmune diseases that stem from these conditions, lack of mineral absorption, lack of nutrient absorption, it's something that absolutely must happen. So the great gut health solution, whole foods. A lot of foods whole foods are prebiotic. They come with fiber that help promote good bacterial growth in your stomach. And they even come with bacteria. Cabbage, for example, yogurts have active cultures in it that your stomach needs. So fermented foods, apple cider vinegar triggers the release of acid in your stomach naturally. You can take a probiotic. Prebiotics are foods with fiber in them, so the vegetables would be your best prebiotics. Pepto-Bismol, not antacids. Pepto-Bismol doesn't really change the acid environment, so it's actually something really good to curb stomach discomfort, heartburn. And then a lot of people might have food allergies triggering the problem in the gut, and the way we solve that is by slowly substituting foods that we understand can exacerbate or cause stomach problems. Substitute them out and see how you respond. And then digestive support, enzymes. There are a variety of different supplements that help improve your overall gut performance, absorption, and whatnot. People with serious conditions like IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, need to really work carefully with a health specialist because these are complex problems that go beyond just having a little GERD, some acid reflux, or some bloating. So your overall health starts with the gut, and here's a number of conditions that can be caused by just a poor gut environment. Fatigue, you're not absorbing nutrients. You don't have enough stomach acid. Constipation, you're not liquefying your food, and it's not going through your pipeline the way it's designed to. Cold sores and skin rashes are signs of autoimmune disease starting in your gut. For example, the protein's not being broken down or some other food allergen that your stomach isn't able to manage because it doesn't have the right bacteria. And so we can see cold sores, skin rashes, dermatitis, acid reflux, obviously, even brain fog. If you're not getting the nutrients your brain needs, your brain's a very energy-intensive organ. You need nutrients to the brain, otherwise you could have brain fog. Bloating, high blood pressure, diabetes, mood disorders, all these are tied to gut health. So we like to think of disease as happening in isolation. I have an eye disease, it's just in my eye only. I have stomach upset, oh, it's just my gut. No, we're a connected organism, and if the gut isn't healthy, the rest of your body is going to follow along and not be healthy as well. So this was a short on gut health and good stomach acid. My name is Dr. Tom Lewis. I appreciate you listening.